All right, thank you for joining me again. So, in this episode, I'll be talking about a quote from Ang Lee. Ang Lee said that sometimes you have to get angry to get this done. Now, this is you trying to, or this is Ang Lee actually trying to talk about how you can actually use anger to your own benefit. Of course, anger is something that we are all used to. One way or the other, you would have been angry in your life. There's no way you wouldn't have been angry in your life before, either by your own cause, by your own choosing, or someone actually made you angry. Maybe you're driving or someone just blocked you or something like that. So something would have made you angry somewhere. So we are all used to that emotion. But the issue with that is that because each time we get angry, a lot of times that we get angry is because of something negative, something that affects us in a negative way. So we have come to attach that negativity, that negative emotion to anger. So whenever someone says it's angry, you already know it's something bad. Or whenever you feel angry, someone can actually assume that something bad has happened to you. Either maybe someone should change you or something like that, but something negative would have happened to stir that emotion. But in this case now, anger is trying to let us know that yes, even though the anger is something that is not good, it can actually help you achieve something good. And that is where we talk about how to harness that anger. So the anger that you have when you're angry or something, you can actually harness that to use it to do something that is actually beneficial to you. So sometimes when you have something that you want to do, maybe a project you want to accomplish or something like that, but you have not been able to do it, and then it's affecting you in a negative way, slowing down some other parts of your activities or your life, and then you are still postponing it because you are not angry about it, because it has not affected you in a negative way. Something will happen one day and then you realize, oh shit, this is actually what is holding me. And if that thing makes you angry that day and then you get to work, you realize that you can actually do that thing very, very fast. So when you're angry, it's more like, how can you harness that anger? How can you channel it? How can you channel that emotion to help you get something done? Because if something is not making you angry, if the position you are, let's take for example, your life, self-development and improvement and everything like that, the position you are is not making you angry. If you are comfortable with where you are, if you feel comfortable, like the comfort zone thing, if you feel comfortable, then you will not have a reason to change. You will not have a reason to improve. But if it's something that makes you very, very inconvenient, something that angers you, like when you look at where you are, look at where you want to be, or where your business is and where you want it to be, where you are personally, in terms of fitness and everything, and then where you aspire to be, and then you see the gap, you get angry. When you get angry and then you channel that anger to get to work, you realize that it's going to help you achieve that very, very fast. But if you are not angry, if the situation is not making you inconvenient, the situation feels comfortable for you, then you're not going to do anything because it is not stirring up that emotion. But the issue here is that some people, when they get stirred, when that emotion gets stirred in them, they don't channel it. Rather, they continue to cycle in it, they continue to wallow in it, and then they start feeling this thing about self-pity comes in, start thinking, oh, this is not working for me, and then start looking for who to blame. But in this case, Ang Lee is trying to let us know that yes, because you are angry, now you should channel that emotion to getting that thing done. Because if that thing is not making you inconvenient at all, then you will not have a reason to do it. And you will not have a reason to now achieve that thing you're supposed to achieve when you do that. But when it angers you, when it has deprived you a lot of things, when it has made you lose opportunities and lose contacts and lose things like that, that affects you negatively, that makes you drop in a particular cycle and things like that, and you feel like, wow, because I have not done this, it is affecting me in this way. Because I have not done this, I've not been able to get to this level. This statistics is not moving. I'm not enjoying what I'm experiencing here. So because I have not done this. So when that thing angers you, when you feel like you have been losing out, you have been missing out, I'm not talking about, fear of missing out on FOMO and everything like that. I'm talking about that now. But I'm talking about you actually reasoning, having the proper reasoning with yourself that, okay, this is actually where I'm supposed to have been now. This is actually what I'm supposed to have achieved now. This is actually what I'm supposed to have gained now. If I was actually consistent with something, or if I've actually gone ahead to do something, but because I haven't done that, so I've not gotten to that level. So it angers you, it makes you worry, it makes you sad that you have not done that, and then realize that everything is your fault. This is about taking accountability. You realize and you agree to yourself that everything is your fault, because the day you choose to do it, that's the day it's going to change. So in this case now, when you become very angry and then you now choose to do it, then you realize that you achieved that change. But the importance of that anger is that the anger is going to accelerate that process, because if you are relaxed and doing something, if you are relaxed, you don't have any pressure. And I've made a particular podcast talking about pressure and how pressure is not really a bad thing, but if you don't understand it, you can think it's a bad thing. Check out the video. So, however, in this case, because you are angry, because that emotion is doubled up on you, and then you really need to, push it out. You need to exhaust it. You need to take it out, flush it out of your system. Now, you're not just flushing it out by being angry at someone or being angry at people. You're flushing it out, being angry at your situation. Now, when you're angry at your situation, it means you are channeling that energy to that situation, and it's going to help you to drive. It's going to become a driving force. It's going to become the fuel that you need to drive you through, to make that thing happen very, very fast. So it's actually going to accelerate the process for you compared to someone that is relaxed, someone that is not worried, someone that is not under pressure, someone that is not angry. You can't compare the energy you have when you are actually very angry about the situation. You can't compare your energy to someone that is relaxed and someone that is not under pressure. When you are angry, when you are moving with that emotion, you are going to be very fast, you are going to be very assertive, and you are going to be very, persistent, because you know that you really need to get to that level. You really need to achieve that. You need to move that needle, because it's affecting you negatively. So that's what I got about this particular quote. So if there's something that is actually holding you back, or something that you actually feel that you have actually postponed it for a long period of time, and it's making you uncomfortable, I will implore you to actually try this. That thing, that uncomfortable nature of that thing, the anger, emotion that thing is stirring up in you that you don't like, channel it and get to work and try to do that thing. You realize how fast it can actually be for you. So I hope that this helps. Let me know what you think about it.